Hello, sunshines. Hello, sunshines. Hello, sunshines. I want to get at least two things done with you all today. Oh my gosh, we are finally going to get rain. If you watch my last movie or video, you will see that I talked about how we hadn't had rain in like 28 days. It might be more by now. So I want to get two things done because we're going to have rain for the next 4 days, I believe. And I am so excited. Although I won't be able to garden, I'm excited that I won't have to water. So what I want to do first is grab these mums. It is that time of the year. Everybody's talking mums. So anyways, so what I do know about mums is when you purchase your mums, my grandmother taught me about mums. She taught me about a few things about plants. My grandparents were the gardeners in the family. So this is why I know that mums can go in the ground after you put them in your containers. And you'll have them. So I went out and got a couple of mums because remember I planted up the hydrangeas that were in front of my shed. So I want to replace those and fill those containers, and I'm going to do that with mums. So I got these mums a couple of days ago. I made sure like all the buds were closed. As you can see, they're starting to open because like I said, I've had them for a few days. So when you buy your mums, you want to make sure that the buds are closed, not open, because mums do not bloom for a very long time, and so you want to enjoy all the blooms. I have the yellow mum over there in the flower bed. It's blooming yellow. These ones I decided to get in this pretty purple color. Let me bring it over. Purple is my favorite color if you don't know that. So this cute color, it came in a 9-inch container. The other thing I know about mums is although it's in a 9-inch container, I also know that it needs more room to grow because they can get super big. And so I'm planning on, it says an annual, but I'm going to put this in the ground after. So the reason why they're in these buckets is because when I got my mums, the other thing that I know about mums is they like water. They like space, they like water. And so I sat them in these containers and they were being soaked in water, and so now we can take them out. And although they're going in this container over here, what I do with this container, because it is a wood box planter, and the type of wood that was used, if you fill it with soil, it's going to break down the wood very fast. So what I do when I plant up these containers is I just use a big container like this. And so what I meant to look up is whether or not mums like fertilizer. And so I forgot. So I'm not going to use fertilizer. If I go and look it up, I can always add it to it. But, you know, like I said, they're short-lived pretty much. But I do like them. I know some people don't like mums too much or whatever. The root system is fine. And so we're going to just put these in a larger container, pot them up. I got the other one over here. I already filled these containers with soil prior to starting this video. And what I do is, this is not brand new soil. This is soil from my now empty garden beds that I top off every year. So what I do is just take soil from those garden beds because I know I'm going to top them off. When it comes next spring, I'm going to top them off with either compost or just more soil. I'm really not that picky. And so I just steal soil from there. And I thought I took enough soil, but unless I want to plant them deeper, maybe just a tad deeper. So I'm going to stick that in the ground. And pull some of this soil out to get them a tad deeper. In there. Yeah, think that's better. Now to backfill, the part nobody likes to do. But I still might need more soil. But there's a garden bed directly in front of me that I can grab soil from. So I'm gonna just grab some soil. Oh my gosh, another piece fell off. Another plant. My goodness. Try not to break any more pieces off. Everything is, even though I watered everything the other day, everything is dry. But I'm gonna water these in. These are not that dry, but they can use some more water, even though they've been soaking. They soaked up all the water I stuck in there. And this one just keeps breaking off little branches. I'm gonna actually just stick them back in the pot. I don't know if I feel like planting them up today. I'll just stick them. Hopefully I'll have the other side will be nice to be the front. Let's see, stick it back in here. Okay. Oh, I have to figure out which side will be nice to be the front now. I'll work it out. Same thing with this. Take out some of the soil. And backfill it. Let me know in the comments, do you like mums? Do you have a love-hate relationship with mums? Because sometimes I'd be like, I'm not going to buy any mums. And then I do like them for the fall. So let me know in the comments. Do you hate mums? Do you buy them every year? Do you forfeit and be like, nah, they're not for me? All right. We'll take this soil and dump it right back where I got it from. Right down here. Take this. Put it over here. Let's go pop them in. So this is where we're going to be putting them in. We're going to be putting them in these black planters right here. Those planters I got off of Facebook Marketplace. Someone was selling them and I thought they were bigger when I saw the measurements than they were, and so, but I still purchased them, and then I painted them black. And so let's find the good side for this, because the other side's like pushed in, so hopefully like when it opens up it'll like fall over and be pretty. Let's grab the other one. And usually I don't, you know, put anything in here after I take out whatever I have for the spring and summer. But this year I just wanted something because, you know, I do spend so much time down here. And so I think that looks nice. That's just some fertilizer. I guess I'll just throw it on that one. So that's what we got. Let's get some water on those. Although it's going to rain, I still want to make sure they get enough water. But I think that's going to be cute. A little touch of purple. A little touch of fall. And what I like to do is I'm going to let that water just go down, and then I'm going to go back in and spray it again. And I actually think I want to turn that plant around. Because that soil was very dry, so I might do it more than once, more than twice. One more time. That should be good. Do this one more time. I'm going to try to turn this one up better. I don't like that side either. Hopefully when everything falls. Oh, there we go. That helped. Okay. It's because they broke off in the back. Should grow it nicely. All right. Gonna clean off this area. And I'm going to go ahead and fill up this container for our next project. So I was looking around for Mr. Brown, but I forgot I didn't bring him out with me. So the next thing I want to do is I got some more Acastache. The one I have over there right now is purple, and I love it, and the bees love it. There was just a bee over here, and so I got this pink blooming one. It's so pretty. And so this is Meant to Be from the Meant to Be collection of Proven Winters. Whirl Raspberry. They were all on clearance, but they look great. And so it's a perennial in my zone, and the stats are, what are the stats? The height is 28 to 32 inches tall. And it says space in 28 inches. I'm not going to do any of that, so it's okay. So we're going to get these in the ground. And I wanted to show you all, I made another sedum container right here because I needed to cut back that sedum that's on the wall garden, but I didn't want to waste the sedum, so I made another container. But remember that reel that I did? And if you didn't see the reel, I'm going to post it in here. That reel that I did on sedum about propagating sedum. Remember I told you, like, when you cut the sedum. You all will see it, to also put the stems in the ground. Look closely. You see those stems that I cut? You see them? They're producing sedum shoots. So when you propagate your sedum, or if your sedum breaks off, you go to propagate, you're like, oh, let me just stick every piece of the sedum in the ground. And this is what's going to happen. This is how you're going to get new sedum plants. I want this container to be full with sedum next year, and then I can propagate even more. This container, I did this a while ago, but you see the babies are there. This was just hanging off here, and you see it's producing. So I can take this out and put it in the ground somewhere. This is a Coreopsis that I'm actually going to probably split in half. It's doing so good in there. I think I'm going to take it out, split it in half. I have another area to put it in on the hill garden, and then I'll put a small piece back in here for continual growth. I'm not sure if we're going to do that in this video, but let me just go ahead and get these in the ground with you all. Let me grab my plant tone, of course, and my water, load up the Gorilla Cart, I guess, and get these in the ground. So this is where we planted up that purple Agastache in another video. We planted up that sedum. Look at how pretty that sedum is. It has tones of red. So it goes from like all these different stages and tones. I think that's so pretty. I already propagated that. I don't think I showed you all, but I took a couple of pieces. They don't look the greatest, but they'll do fine. And I put them right here in front of this bleeding heart so that we can get some more of those plants. That's how I propagated that. So you can propagate sedum by just sticking pieces of it in the water, or just put it in the ground where you want it, where I did over there, or put it in a pot of dirt, wherever. So it just propagates easily. So we're gonna go ahead, and where I originally had put over here, back here, I stuck some Daisy May back here. And the day I did it, I just think it was too hot. And so they may have made it, and we won't know until next spring when they just start growing. But I was thinking that I can go ahead and put that pink Agastache here. I did go ahead and transplant some Speedwell that I had in another area right there, so that blooms purple. We do have this pink rose, but I figured the Agastache would go right there. That was the only plan or location on the hill that I thought about. This Boom Chocolata hydrangea is doing fine. Remember, I thought that one died. It didn't die. So sometimes you just got to step back and give your plants a chance. I'm trying to just double check. I definitely don't want it in the wall garden. You know, they need full sun. And so I guess the wall garden could have been an option, because we do have this Coreopsis I cut back. We have space here, space there. But I don't know. I don't think I want it there. The other, I did transplant. I don't know what this plant's called right here, but it was in the shade garden. It's fine. It looks dead. It'll be fine. As you can see, only one of them grew their actual bloom. Let me get closer. I just forgot the name of it, and I couldn't find the tag. I'm going to keep looking. So I planted these 3 up here. Like I said, they're fine. That one stood up. That's the only one that bloomed. These ones didn't, because they didn't get enough sun. So I've just been watering them, but it's going to rain, y'all, so I'm excited. So then, remember I said you don't know, I planted this. I think this is called not Amosis, it's like, I forgot the name of it. You will hear that a lot. Anyways, but this right here, I thought it was dead, and it came back. It came back in 2 areas. This one I transplanted from another area. I'm hoping it'll be all right. And this one I transplanted from another area because they grew. They were originally here. I took them out of here, put them in another area. In both areas, they grew. So I'm going to put the name up on the screen. I'm going to find it. And so this will do fine. And hopefully this transplant will do fine too. And there's 2 here. So I think that's kind of a spreader, so I'm gonna have to watch that. Yeah, I can't think of the name. So yeah, so as I'm looking at the hill and kind of dissecting things, I think that's the only location for it now. And if I do find that the daisies are trying to like grow up in them, I'll just have to go ahead and figure that out. But I think they will look nice here. So let's get these in the ground. I just remember this lilac shrub blooms purple too, but I don't know. That gets 4x4. I don't know if that's gonna stay there. So we'll think about it, but wish I would have brought you all in a little closer to see me plant. But it's simple. You see me do it and others do it all the time. You dig a hole, you drop some fertilizer, put some water in there, and there you have it. And so they're all planted up, and I just think that's going to be super pretty. Lord willing, I'm so looking forward to spring because I'm just sticking this tag in, because when everything grows in every part of the garden, it's going to be beautiful. That other Coreopsis, where is it going? Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna do it this video, but as you can see, I have 3 of them right here, and there is space for 1 more right there near that plant. But for now, it's happy in the pot, so I'm gonna leave it there. Oh my gosh, I need to cut back this basil. With this rain coming, that's going to be a great opportunity for me to dry out some of my herbs, from the basil to the parsley. I'm going to take advantage of the rainy days. If I can get out here in between rains and get things done, I will. But everything is looking good. Everything is turning out all right. We even have our phlox that I cut back growing back. Our artemisia's growing back. We have like 1 bloom on this eclipse hydrangea. Look at that little baby. I can't wait to see this in bloom. Do you see that color we're going to get? Oh, next year. Well, guys, that's all I wanted to get done in the garden today, even though there's so much to do, including another harvest of peppers. But we're going to just leave that for another day. We're going to enjoy the rainy days. And thank you so much for watching again. I'm loving how everything is just coming together. I'm hoping to be back in the next video over in the new garden bed and see what we're going to work in next over there. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thank you. Blessings.